Hello everyone and welcome back to Coach Craig Sports. Today is Friday, November 26th, and this is the NBA DFS video for today. So in this video, we'll be doing a recap of the picks from 2 days ago, since yesterday was Thanksgiving and there was no NBA games. Talking about the injuries in play for tonight's slate, and then talking about my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for tonight. But without further ado, we'll get into Wednesday's picks, seeing how they turned out. So we had Jalen Suggs on the DraftKings side, $4,800, looking for 24 points on him. Got to 32.5, so he was a hit. Kevin Huerter at shooting guard, $4,600, looking for 23 points on him. He got to 20.25. He was a miss. Only ended up playing 26 minutes in that game, and it ended up being a blowout as well. If he gets up closer to that 30 minutes, he's probably going to hit his mark once again. Then we had Jayshawn Tate, small forward, $4,900, looking for 25 points on him. He got to 10.75, a massive miss there. 21 minutes playing this game, going against the Bulls. I thought, be some small ball lineups favor a guy like Jayshawn Tate. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Then Jeremy Grant, $7,000, looking for 35 points at him. Got to 23.5, so he's a miss. Played 28 minutes. This game did end up in a blowout as well, so maybe if he gets the extra minutes, maybe he gets there. Probably still doesn't. Not the greatest day for him overall. And then last but not least, DeAndre Jordan was the one pivot on the day, $3,000 at that center position. Looking for 15 points on him, he got to 17.25, so he was a hit. So we had 2 out of 5 on the DraftKings side. Just a little bit unfortunate there with some of the minutes and the blowouts overall. Then on the FanDuel side, we had Corey Joseph, $4,100, very, very popular play. He only ended up playing 7 minutes in this game and actually had -1 point. So that was just, I don't think anybody could have seen that coming. And probably about 40% of the field played him too, so it was just not a pretty day for him overall. Josh Giddey, $6,000, looking for 30 points on him. He got to 33.4, so he was a hit. Then Josh Hart, $5,700, looking for about 29 points on him. He got to 36.4, so he was a hit as well. Christian Wood, who I did like quite a bit, $6,700, 34 points is what we were looking for out of him. Got to 41, so he was a hit as well. And then last but not least, I had DeAndre Jordan. If you guys would have stuck with Jared Allen that I did have earlier on in the day, he did hit his value. But DeAndre Jordan, $4,000. We were looking for 20 points out of him. Got to 16.2. He was a miss. Played 21 minutes, just 2 for 5 shooting from the field. If we get just a little bit more out of him, definitely would have been a hit overall. But with that being said, we'll get moved over into the injuries and play for tonight's slate. And with that being said, I believe it is 11-game main slate. There is one afternoon game today as well. So the afternoon game is at 3:30 Eastern time between the Detroit Pistons and the Los Angeles Clippers. So the Pistons are without Kelly Olynyk once again. Killian Hayes doubtful to play, and then Frank Jackson listed as a game time decision, but I do believe he played the last time out. They do get Isaiah Stewart back at the center position after his 2-game suspension. For the Clippers, they'll be without Nick Batum, Kawhi Leonard, and Preston once again. So we did see Marquise Morris return the last time out. Otherwise, there's no major changes. Then moving over to the main slate, we got a 7 p.m. start time. The Suns are without Dario Saric and Frank Kaminsky once again. Abdul Nader listed as questionable to play. I believe he's missed the last 3 games out now. Then for the New York Knicks, they have Derrick Rose, Mitchell Robinson, and Taj Gibson all listed as questionable to play. And these ones are really up in the air, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it throughout the day. The Bulls are just without Patrick Williams. The Orlando Magic are without Moore, Isaac, Fultz, and Carter Williams. And then both Terrence Ross and Cole Anthony are listed as questionable to play. They both did not play the last game out. For the Timberwolves, Patrick Beverley's out, and then Josh Okogie is listed as questionable to play, but he did end up playing that last time out, I do believe. Then for the Hornets, Mason Plumlee, game time decision. He's dealing with a calf strain, so I would expect him to miss today. I'd be kind of surprised if he does end up playing. Maybe that helps out a guy like P.J. Washington. Maybe Nick Richards gets a couple more minutes, but probably not anything that's going to help us out too much overall in DFS. The Raptors are without Ken Birch once again. OG Anunoby is questionable to play, so we'll see if he's back today or not. I wouldn't bet on it, but anything could happen at this point with him. The Pacers are just without TJ Warren, so no changes there. The Wizards are without Rui Hachimura and Thomas Bryant once again, so no major changes there at all. Oklahoma City Thunder is still without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, so we're looking at pretty much what we've been looking at for them the last 2 games out. Then the Hawks are without Okongwu and Hunter once again. Bogdanovich is questionable, but he's been playing, so I'm not really too concerned about him. Trae Young, game time decision, but likely to play. For the Memphis Grizzlies, they are without Sam Merrill once again. And then DeAnthony Melton is a game time decision, questionable to play. For the Boston Celtics, Robert Williams is out once again. Josh Richardson looking like he's not going to play today. And then Jaylen Brown listed as questionable. I do expect that he does end up playing in this one, though. For the Spurs, Zach Collins is out once again. Doug McDermott and Devin Vassell are both questionable to play today. So if both of them end up missing, we could be seeing a lot more Lonnie Walker today. Then for the Bucks, they are without Semi Ojeleye, Brook Lopez, Dante DiVincenzo once again, and then Rodney Hood listed as a game time decision, but likely to play. For the Denver Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray are both out once again. Bones Highland looking like he's not going to play today. And then Nikola Jokic, still listed as questionable. I would not be surprised if he's back today, though. For the Pelicans, they're just without Zion Williamson and Didi Lozada, so nothing crazy there. For the Utah Jazz, Royce O'Neal is a game time decision questionable play, so we could see a little bit of a shakeup in their starting lineup overall. For the Trailblazers, Anthony Simons is listed as a game-time decision questionable to play. He was dealing with an illness the last time out. I would expect him to play once again tonight, though. For the Golden State Warriors, they're without Iguodala, Thompson, and Wiseman once again, so no major changes there. Sacramento Kings have both Harrison Barnes and Rashawn Holmes listed as questionable to play. Holmes did end up missing the last time out. Then last but not least, we got the Los Angeles Lakers. Trevor Ariza and Kendrick Nunn are both out, and then LeBron James and Austin Reeves are both listed as questionable to play. But with that being said, that's a quick little rundown on the injuries in play for tonight's slate. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to DraftKings and talk about my picks over there. So at the point guard position, we got Terry Rozier, $6,000, looking for 30 points out of him. That's essentially what he's been averaging on the season so far. Been playing very well the last two times out. I got him projected for about 32 points tonight. Then at the shooting guard position, we got Malik Beasley. Should be seeing some more minutes tonight with Patrick Beverley missing. Maybe in that starting lineup, maybe he's not, since there's a number of different ways that the Timberwolves can approach that starting lineup tonight. So Malik Beasley is $3,900. We're looking for 19, 20 points out of him. That's essentially what he's averaging on the season. I got him projected for about 22 points tonight. Then at the small forward position, we're going right back to Josh Hart once again, $5,600. Looking for 28 points out of him. That's essentially what he's averaging on the season. Got him projected for 29, 30 points once again tonight. Then at the power forward position, I'm going Brandon Clark. He's been back in the rotation. He's been playing more minutes, been over 20 minutes pretty consistently as of late. He's a fantasy point per minute producer. $3,500, looking for 17, 18 points out of him. He's averaging just about around that on the year. He's been over 20 points like 4 out of the last 5 games, so definitely could do a lot worse tonight. I have him projected for about 19, 20 points in this one. Definitely a good pay down option and a guy that could have some value overall. Then last but not least, we got Jakob Poeltl, $5,700, looking for 28, 29 points out of him, averaging over 30 on the season, and I currently have him projected for 30 points tonight. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the DraftKings side, you'll have $25,300 remaining, just over $8,400 per player, so you can definitely play up for a stud if that's something you want to do. You can take a little bit more balanced approach. Just kind of mix and match, see what works best for you. There's going to be some different injuries probably coming out throughout the day. That's going to update some things, open up some value elsewhere. Then we can kind of move pieces around here and there and see what works best by the end of the night. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there as well. So on the FanDuel side, we're going with Malcolm Brogdon. Been actually playing him quite a bit recently. He's been rather consistent so far this season. His price tag is just not quite up where it should be at this point in time. So he is $7,200, looking for 36 points out of him. Got him projected for 38, 39 points tonight, essentially what he's been averaging on the season. Then at the shooting guard position, we got Josh Giddey once again, $6,200, looking for 31 points out of him. Got him projected for 33 points tonight. Then we move down to small forward. We got Malik Beasley once again, $4,200, looking for 21 points out of him. Once again, Patrick Beverley's not playing. He should be seeing more minutes, whether he's in the starting lineup or he's just coming off the bench and playing more minutes. Either way, going to benefit a guy like Malik Beasley overall. And with that being said, I currently have him projected for 22 FanDuel points tonight. Definitely has a little bit of upside for more, though, too, if he's shooting the ball well. This is my least favorite position in general today, especially on the FanDuel side, just because there's not a lot of value there. Precious Achiuwa, $5,000, should be in that starting lineup once again without Khem Birch around. They are playing against the Pacers, who are a team that likes to play big anyway, so Precious Achiuwa should be out there more times than not. Looking for, about 25 points out of him. I got him projected for 26 points tonight. Then at center position, we're going with a guy that is priced down quite a bit at this point in time, is Karl Anthony Towns, $8,800, looking for 44 points out of him. Got him projected for 46 tonight. If Mason Plumlee does not end up playing in this game, if it's PJ Washington and Nick Richards, Karl Anthony Towns should be able to have his way with both those guys tonight. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players on the FanDuel side, you have $28,600 remaining, just over $7,100. Can probably pay up for one stud, find some value plays elsewhere, or just go with a little bit more balanced approach. Definitely a lot of ways you can do it overall. And like I mentioned on the DraftKings side, there's going to be some injuries in play tonight. There's going to be some value that opens up. So I'm going to try my best to keep you guys as updated on all that as possible. But with that being said, these are my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for today, November 26th. As always, if you have any questions related to NBA DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below and I will get back to you as quickly as possible. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. It helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL, helping you with your fantasy football teams. And then with that being said, if you are new or current subscribers yet to do so, also hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. And like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoy. And then last but not least, special little shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.